Hey guys, welcome back to markdillon.com, or if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, thank you very much, but I hope you'll click the little subscribe button and sign up to my channel. So before I get too far into this thing, I want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving, which is tomorrow, and I hope if you're with your family, you get some good quality time and some delicious food, and if you're not with your family, I hope you'll give them a call and let them know you're thankful for them. As somebody who has lost a lot of close relatives, my mother, my grandparents, I can tell you there's never a bad time to tell your family you're thankful for them. So, on to today's question, which is from Paul. He says, Mark, thank you for your advice videos. I have watched all of them. Paul, we have to get you a better hobby. I'm curious as to your opinion towards plastic surgery. I've been thinking about a simple cosmetic procedure to fix something that I have been self-conscious about my entire life. Several of my friends say that it's stupid, or don't be silly, or it's a waste of money. I'm starting to think that I shouldn't have mentioned it to them in the first place. Do you think it's silly or superficial to try to improve one's looks? All right, Paul. Well, first of all, I just want to say that all this is prefaced on the fact, my answer is prefaced on the fact that I'm guessing you don't have some unattainable, unachievable look in your mind that, will lead you down the road of an endless number of procedures and surgeries. That is an issue. And I think sometimes when people criticize cosmetic stuff, they look at the extreme examples of people who have completely transformed themselves, and oftentimes those people regret what they've done. So, but other than that, I think if there's something small you want to have done, if it's something you're self-conscious about, you should by all means do whatever you feel is right for you. I don't think you should put, incredibly personal things like this up for a committee vote. And that's in effect what you do when you start to talk to too many friends and more likely acquaintances about this. I think that it's certainly a good thing to talk to a close friend, maybe two, or a close relative, about a big decision, because they can help give you some additional perspective. They may give you an insight that you haven't thought about or considered. But other than that, I think it's generally a bad idea to talk to too many people about something like this, because you'll get a lot of criticism, you'll get a lot of nonsensical answers, and you'll get a lot of people projecting their own issues onto you. For example, I think most people have something about themselves physically that they would like to change. And if you handed them a magic wand and said, snap your fingers and whatever you don't like will be changed, I think most of us would change something. Now, most people don't have that option because they're either scared to have a procedure done, or they can't afford it, or what have you. In your case, you're willing to go through with it. You've considered it. You've looked into it. I'm assuming you can afford it. So then, a lot of people start to project their own insecurities onto you. They think, well, if I can't have if I have to live with what I don't like, well, he should have to live with it too. And I don't think that's being a good friend. Now, I think you should really think through your decision and make sure you're comfortable with all the risks and all of that. But I don't think in any way that it's stupid. I don't think that it's silly. And I certainly don't think it's a waste of money. What business of your friends to decide what's a waste of money? I'm sure if you looked into any of their discretionary spending habits, you could find any number of things that you might consider wasteful. So you just tell them mind their own damn business when it comes to your money. Let me think. What else? Do I think that it's superficial? No, not really, because you're not saying who you are as a person is dependent on what you look like, and you're not trying to say that you're in competition with anybody else, or you're not trying to say I'm going to turn myself into the most beautiful person in the world. You're simply saying, listen, there's something, a feature that I don't like. I can fix it, and I think that would make me feel better about myself. I don't think that's superficial at all. And anybody who says looks don't matter, that is insane. We all like to look what we feel is our best. Not that we're saying that the quality of of our character is dependent on our looks, or anybody else's for that matter. But we all like to feel like we look as good as we can. And I think as far as being superficial, listen, if you had a few extra pounds and you wanted to go to the gym and improve your body, nobody would say that was being superficial. They would say that's a good thing. Not just for health reasons, but because you would look better and all of that kind of stuff. Somebody who wants to better themselves intellectually or spiritually, people always commend those decisions. What's wrong with trying to better yourself physically if it makes you feel better about looking in the mirror? So, again, Paul, as long as you're not, setting some vision in your mind that's unattainable of what you should look like, by all means, go through with it. Do what makes you feel better. And as far as the rest of your friends, you shouldn't tell them in the first place, but from this point going forward, if they're going to talk to you about it, say, listen, I thank you for your opinion, but I'm no longer in need of it, so keep it to yourself. So guys, there you go. I hope this helps you. And Paul, thank you for your question. And again, I hope you all have a very, very happy Thanksgiving and eat something extra yummy for me. Y'all have a great one.